So, I've never been to a skate park, and they look really cool. But I suck at skating, that's why I've never been to one. So, well, skateboarding to be specific, not like... anyways. So, if I can't go to a skate park in real life, I'm gonna go to one in my favorite game. Alright, so first, there's no skateboards anymore.
Emotional damage.
So I decided that the closest thing to a skateboard is the snowboards. Cause look, see, I still use it. Now I can still use stuff as ramps, you know. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that on my back, and I will use that later. But now, this is the hard part. I need to find a place to put my skate park. So I grab the broom and let's go. I decided where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put my skate park right in this area right here. So, let's get to building. Alright, so first, I built this little ramp right here. And yes, it does work on the skateboards. You can drop in on it, right up here. I made this part a little bit, like, less slanted. That way you can go like this and just drop in, you know? So, let's go ahead and move that to our skate park. Alright, we're here. I'm gonna put it right about here. Oh no! The ground isn't level, it's gonna mess me all up. We're gonna have to move somewhere else. No, this spot was so good. Ooh, wait, this area actually is pretty good. Cause we can ride down here. We got stairs, we got like this area to drop in. You know what? I think we're gonna use this. Alright, let me go ahead and set the lamp up. Let me go get a piece of goop so it doesn't fly away while I'm trying to skate on it. Alright, let's go ahead and put this on here. There we go. Alright, we got one. And we got two. Alright, so what these are gonna do is these are gonna allow me to skate on top of them. Like, if you've ever seen like skaters in real life, how they'll like ride on top of the rails. That's what these are. So let's go move these over there. Alright, so the first rail is going to be going down like this, so I can ride it down the slope. So let's go ahead and put the goop down. Alright, there we go. We got rail number 1 done. Alright, now let's move over here. We're gonna add some more stuff. Alright, this right here is the last part to our skate park. It's a big truss, which it doesn't look like much, but you'll see what it's for. Just a second. Alright. Now we need to go ahead and goop these to the ground so they don't go flying. A ramp, 2 grind rails, 2 obstacles to jump on, and this right here. So, like I said, you'll see what it's for in just a second. But first, let's go ahead and test out some of the obstacles at our skate park. Starting with the drop-in. Alright. Let's stand up here at the top. Alright, here we go. Whee! Whoop. Alright, that was pretty cool. But now it's time for the second drop-in, which is actually the grind rail.
What?
So what we have to do for this one is we have to actually get up on this hill, slide down, and then grind on it. Oh, we got it! We got it!
Hey, that's pretty good.
Speed. Alright, here we go. Woo! Attempt number 2, I'm gonna actually use the ramp so I can get some more speed on this. Alright, here we go. Oh, nice. Okay. I almost made it over. I barely hit the top of this one, though. So we gotta try that one more time. But this time, I'm gonna try and go down the ramp. I'm gonna try and get some speed, too. And then we're just gonna jump and spin. Alright, here we go. Alright, so the items that you're gonna need for this are you're gonna need the curved metal rod. You're gonna need 2 of those. You're gonna need 2 of any rods. Metal rod, rainbow rod, or a candy cane rod. I like candy cane rod the most because it looks like a hazmat rod, but most people won't have that unlocked. So we're just gonna use the classic metal rod. Alright, now you're just gonna wanna come back to here. And you're gonna need some goop. And I'll grab 4 just in case. Alright, so now you're gonna take this, put a piece of goop on the end, grab this, and put it on. Just like that. Now you're just gonna grab another piece of goop, put it right there, grab this, and put it on. Alright, and then you're gonna grab one more piece of goop, put it right here, grab this, and then put it on. Yeah, I knew we need one more piece of goop. So now you just gotta take this, and you gotta find where you wanna put it. For example, I'm probably gonna put mine, let's go with right here, so we can grind on it and then go down the ramp. So you're just gonna put the goop right here, and then the side that you're holding, put that on the goop, and then it will stick to the ground. So now, you can grind on it. What you're gonna make the ramp is, it's actually a really simple build design. You just need 2 metal triangles. You need 1 metal plate, or festive plate, or if there's any other plates, I'll use metal plate. And now you're just gonna need, yeah, I need to find it. Alright, now you're gonna need, 3 oak logs, or planks, same thing. Or you can use polka dot planks. I'll just use planks because not many people have polka dot planks. Alright, now we need the goop. So first, you want to take this triangle right here, flip it right side up, and now put the goop right there. Make sure the goop is like sticking out. It makes it way easier to build stuff. Because if the goop goes like inside of it, then it's like really hard to, you know. Alright, so now just take this. Make sure it's on this side right here. This side. So that it's like curvy like this. And not like sharp like this. You want it to be curvy. And just go ahead and put it on. Alright, and there you go. Now you're gonna flip it over. And it should stand on its own. But we're gonna need one more support. Because it's really helpful. So, go ahead and take one more support. Right here. Put this off to the side. Put this onto the metal plate. And then grab your extra support. Take it. And put it on here. There you go. Alright, now it's time for the 3 oak logs. You don't need that. I accidentally bought that. Alright, so now you're just gonna need a piece of goop right here. And put it right here. Oh. Make sure you do this side, that way if it goes through, you can easily grab it back. And then put the log on, or the plank. Sorry, I'm putting. Put the goop on. And you gotta grab the plank. Put that on. Right there. Alright, now grab another piece of goop. Put it right there. Oops. Alright, put it right there. Now grab a plank. And put it on. Make sure it's like straight. Like that. Alright, now it's time for the final piece of goop. Put it up here. And yes, it has to be up at the very top. And then you're gonna take this. And make sure you actually curve it a little bit this time. So it's more like this. That way it's easier to drop in. So now you just need a snowboard. If you don't have any snowboards unlocked, snowshoes are a good alternative. They're way smaller though, so... And most of these build designs are designed for snowboards and not for snowshoes. But you can still use these. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.